high clouds rolling in. Temperatures well off the peaks already. Big statewide news today is the growth of the drought. 23% now in moderate drought. That's an increase of 10% of coverage for the state in a week. 70% of the state is abnormally dry, so only this area in Monterey County up to, say, Monterey, the Salinas area, is not covered yet. But again, it's just been too dry too long. So it looks like we're going to close February with no more additional precipitation. So in Santa Barbara, we had 3 100ths. San Luis Obispo had 2 100ths. This will go down as the second driest year. You have to go back 67 years back into the 50s to see any kind of weather this dry, where we had a completely dry February. This is statistically the rainiest month, and we just haven't seen much. How about the heat today? Close but no cigar across the board. Over here, all the records. Don't have time to read them all off, but I'll tell you some of the highs. 81 Santa Maria, 80 in SLO, 85 in Santa Barbara today. That's not a record, interestingly. 82 at Cal Poly. Now, what is interesting is that the average daytime high today is 64 degrees, so crazy warmer than average, which of course has a lot of birds thinking it's spring. And again, those high clouds are really the order of the day. If you have a picture, be on KSBY on the social media. Right now, again, we're well off the peak, sitting in the mid 60s for much of the Central Coast. We're still 77 in Goleta. Winds are fairly light. They'll go offshore again tonight, driving still one more warm day tomorrow into the 80-degree range in Paso Robles with fairly light wind flow through the day. San Luis Obispo, you can see those temperatures working back into the mid to upper 70s. And in Morro Bay, still a day nearly 70 degrees, even though we have plenty of cloud cover as well. Another headline in this forecast, the arrival of rain potential as we get into the weekend. The problem is, after days of offshore flow, this system is going to run into that dry air. I don't think much of it, but I did go with the sun-rain combo icon on Sunday because I do think we do have the potential to pick up a few hundredths of an inch here and there. You can imagine with that drought picture I talked about earlier, this is not going to help that much. So again, there you can see the cloud cover streaming into the area from the south, but the surface flow is still out of the northeast, and that's what's driving the warm air. And also, you can see that this is definitely subtropical, so the combination of offshore flow plus mid-level flow from the south is what's keeping us so warm. This ridge across the west as well. This is our storm system out here. Doesn't look like much yet, and like I said, it doesn't look like much in general, but a little bit of rain is good. Still some optimism about the second week of March. The details have changed day to day with the model runs, but all the models agree that second week of March could feature several systems, including strong ones. The latest outlook pushes much of the rainfall toward the end of the second week, but I'll keep you up to date on all of that. Upper 70s and low 80s for nearly everybody again tomorrow, again with plenty of high cloud cover. The beaches will be on the cooler side in the lower 70s, so again the winds will push offshore later on tonight. And with some high cloud cover, the lows are going to hang in the 40s. But look at the weekend when the winds turn back around out of the northwest, even a few scattered showers, but we're going to pull those daytime highs back down into the lower 60s and upper 50s before we start that warming trend again early next week.